All right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night, whatever. Good evening, good night. I'm Angel Rivera, the handsome cynic, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to discuss a tweet that I saw about a poll in, what's this poll? It's a poll about the Democratic Party voters' support for different type of COVID policies, like fines against the unvaxxed, house arrest, prison for questioning vax efficacy on social media, support for internment camps, yes, internment camps, for support for surveillance, and support for the state taking their kids. So yeah, we're going to discuss all that. This polling that I saw on Twitter yesterday. So that's what this video is going to be about. So just let me 1 second share my screen here. All right, let me try to make this a little bigger. All right, here we go. Just do it like that. Yeah. As you can see here, this. Let me go back up. I say Jesus effing Christ. The Democratic Party is so openly authoritarian, not just the politicians, but Democratic Party voters as well. In fact, what I would argue is the voters are even more authoritarian than the Democratic Party politicians themselves. And that's what based off this polling that I see, it's definitely there's some evidence to suggest Democratic Party voters are much more authoritarian than their Democratic Party politicians that they all vote for. So let's take a look at this. Uh, I'll read it from here. 55% of Democratic Party voters support fines against the unvaxxed. Fines. Most of the unvaxxed are middle class and poor people, and people of color, minorities. So more than half the party, 5 out of 10, supports fines against the unvaccinated. 59% of Democratic voters support house arrest for the unvaxxed. House arrest, not just like, no, you got to stay home. It doesn't matter what. You stay home. You're not allowed to go out if you're vaccinated. Excuse me. 48%, this is a big one, support prison time for questioning vax efficacy on social media. Holy shit. 48% of Democrats support prison time, prison time for questioning the efficacy of vaccines on social media. Questioning. These people forgot the whole point of science. The whole point of science is you're able to question and to verify results. You're not allowed to question the efficacy of the vaccine, according to these Democratic Party voters. 48% support prison time for questioning vax efficacy on social media. Prison time, not just banned from social media, not just you're out of social media. No. They straight up support prison time. And how is this not fascist or authoritarian? I don't know. Imagine if Trump did something like this, how these same liberals would react. They would lose their minds. But because it's Biden and because they're in charge, it's okay. They're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, of course, prison time. How dare you question our infinite wisdom here in the Democratic Party? That's what they're saying. Let's go back to this. 45% support internment camps. 45% support internment camps. Not just That's basically FDR style internment camps for Japanese Americans in World War II. That's what that is. They support that policy. So the Democratic Party voters have not changed much since 1945. They support internment camps for the unvaccinated. Jesus Christ. 47% support surveillance. So surveilling the unvaxxed. In other words, if you have a smartphone and you have an app from the government, a smartphone, they're allowed to track you because you're unvaxxed. They're allowed to violate your privacy, your Fourth Amendment rights, and then they're allowed to track you and make sure that you're not in public places trying to give other people the COVID. Absolutely authoritarian, absolutely outrageous that these Democrats would support this. And then the last one, that 29, wait a minute, let me just make sure this is, 29%. Oh, oops, let me just do that. 29% support the state taking their kids. So 29% of Democrats support the government taking your children if you refuse to get vaxxed and refuse to get them vaxxed. I mean, this is beyond outrageous. And let's take a look at some of this. 58% would oppose. 58% of voters would oppose state. This is overall now. I want to read this. 58% of voters who would oppose a proposal by the federal or state government to fine Americans, they oppose it. Majority of Americans. However, 55% of Democrats would support it. So most of the country's in the right place here, and this is at least on that issue. But Democrats are like, no, 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 definitely fine them if you have a chance. Unbelievable. 59%, I already read some of this, would favor a government policy that citizens remain in their homes at all times, except for emergencies, for the unvaxxed. Such a proposal is opposed by 61% of all voters. Overall, it's majority of Americans, again, oppose, uh, um, Jesus, why am I forgetting where I'm at? House arrest for the unvaxxed. About two-thirds of voters, 66%, would be against government using digital tracking devices on unvaxxed people to ensure the quarantine of social distance. 47% of Democrats favor such policy. So again, the American people are in the right place. It's just the Democratic Party who are the fascists and authoritarians. Uh, yeah. So who are who are the fascists? Who are the authoritarians? Not Trump voters. It's not Republicans here. In this case, according to this one poll, at least, it's the Democratic Party and their voters. Their voters are the authoritarians. Their voters are the fascists. And it's outrageous that these people have the gall to tell me that Trump is the fascist, that Trump is the authoritarian, the Republicans are the authoritarians, that the Republicans are anti-democracy and threatening democracy. No, it's the Democrats. Again, this is projection. It's standard projection in the Democratic Party. And it's absolutely shameful. It's pathetic. Democratic Party are full of cowards, and they're afraid of a virus that's we all gonna get anyways. So what we should be doing is allowing the virus to spread, vaccinate the most vulnerable in our society, either the older people or people with autoimmune diseases and stuff like that. Vaccinate them. Let the virus spread to the rest of the population. Make sure once it becomes endemic and we all get used to it, our bodies get used to it, then we'll be able to finally get back to normal. This is very simple. Instead, Democrats they want to take control. They want to fight. They want to fight to control this, keep this new power that they have. They love all this power. They love being able to control our lives, and this is beyond outrageous. I mean, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm much more libertarian. I don't want the government involved in my life, my personal life, or what I put in my body, what I don't put in my body, from abortion rights. The government should allow abortions because that's not up to them. That's up to the woman. I'm pro-choice, and yeah. So that's we have to fight this authoritarianism on the left. Yeah, that's what it is. It's authoritarianism, straight up, and we all have to fight it. We all have to stand up against it. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. By the way, make sure you follow me on Twitter. There's my socials at Angel Rivera 08 is my main account. Make sure to follow my backup account too, just in case my main account ends up in jail, which it probably will. It's happened at least 2 or 3 times in the last few months. So follow my backup account at the bad guy AR. Backup. Make sure you follow that one too, just in case I get banned because it probably happened. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Have yourselves a great day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time you're watching this video. Peace.